Stitches of love we weave and sew. In this online world we come to grow. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, where hearts align. Let's embrace the craft and let our souls shine.
Hey everyone, welcome to Longarm Wednesday. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. Today we're working on 2 baby quilts at once, and we're going to use the same stitch out, and I chose a seagull thread. I haven't used this thread in the shop yet, so it's nice to have it used on this very beautiful project. It's nautical, it's got anchors and American flags, and it's just really kind of cute. It's got like a little sea, it's got boats on it and stuff like that. So we're just going to keep quilting it up, or get it quilted up. And like I said, we're doing them both at the same time with the same pattern. I have a stars and swirl. I just think that would be the best. I did find a mermaid pattern for Josephine's, but I couldn't really find anything really boy for Wyatt. So I'm doing it stars and swirls for both. So what I need to do here is just section out where I want it to quilt. So I am going to let it quilt in between this gap right here. It's just enough for space for me to actually come in and trim it up. But because it is just a continuous pattern of edge to edge, I am just going to let it keep on trucking right past this part as we go. Okay. So of course it's going to be longer than it is wider at this point, because it's a little quilt, baby quilt. Okay, hold on. Let's do this as edge to edge. Okay, upper left corner of edge to edge. So we're going to pop it right up here, right within about 1/4 inch of either side. Scoot along here, go all the way to the other edge on the other side of the quilt. So this is 2 quilts that we're doing in here. Here, down to the edge. Now this is giving me obviously my throat space of what Walt can stitch up. And I do have a Gamel Statler stitcher. I got it in 2015, and I call him Walt. Okay, and then we're going to come all the way down over to here to the lower left corner, and it says now enter the length of the quilt that's set up. Because of course we know these are just little baby quilts, so they're 42 inches. So I like to go an inch below that just in case. Never know how the pattern's going to work. And then we hit the enter, and now it gives us a density that it's going to give this, so it's going to quilt out 3 times. Is it 3 times? Yeah, 3 rows. It is pretty dense, so I'm going to see what it looks like via 2 rows if I can do that. No, I can't. Okay, all right, well, it is what it is. Here we go. We're going to say okay. Doop, doop. It's a very pretty pattern, and start quilting. So now you're going to see this from beginning to end. So stick with me. We will fast forward it in, but watch how we go. It's just enough color difference when it hits the white that it pops out a little bit. So it's got some lovely stars and swirls. So it's going to work, this is the bottom of the row, so it's going to work it this way all the way up. I love this little hexagon pre-print there. It's got more of the blue tones on this one for Wyatt, and like red, blue, and white are more on Josephine's. And I chose a very, I don't know, just regular, non-descriptive sort of backing. It's got white, and then I said gray and black little stripes on it. So. So tuck in, relax. We shouldn't have any issues as it's going across, making its way throughout the quilt. I hope so. Or throughout the quilt tops. We'll see how long this takes. I did only load 1 bobbin, but it is pretty dense. So I may have to load another one, but that's okay. We'll see how far the 1 bobbin takes us. All right, I'll catch up with you when we have to roll it. Unless something goes wrong. We are at the end of the first row, and I am going to check the bobbin to see how much thread we have in it, because I only loaded one because I thought I was going to do like more of a really kind of loose stitch out, but then that's okay. We'll go look, see what we got. Okay, we're all right. All right, well, we definitely have to load another one, but let's see how far we can get on this row. The next one. Let's load that properly. We don't want any boo-boos. Let's pop it back in here. There we go. And then we will roll the quilt. So as you can tell, at the beginning of the quilt it started at the bottom, and at the end of the quilt it ends here as well. So that's a good reference point. So it works this way up in the pattern, okay? So let's leave that there. Oops, we got to twist the other side. And then we'll do some little base stitches down the sides to make sure we're staying square. Looks like how the stitches are on the back. They look good. Okay, we'll leave that there. Here. Gonna give a little straightening. Always give the batting just a little, make sure it's not folded up in there either. Make sure it's nice and straight. And then we'll just come down and stitch on the sides. Put our clamps back on. I'm going to hit continue, but we're going to use the hand guide. Centers. Okay, and then we'll just scoot across here, work our way up. Oops, make sure we're catching just the edge of it. Oops, come back. You don't want the foot of the long arm to hit anything or hook up on anything. Okay, get some of these threads out of the way. It's a little bit of a mess in here. Okay, there's those all tidied. And now we'll do the other side. I'm pulling the bottom thread up and just holding it in these little, my hip fingers right here, I got the 2 threads there. So nothing's sneaking back under there, making a little bit of a nest or anything. Bird's nest, rat's nest, any kind of nest. Okay, there. And then we'll say we've rolled the quilt, because we have, and we'll click where it wants us to make the point, which is at the end of the stitches. Okay, have you rolled your quilt to the position your needle at the last sewn part of the pattern? No, I have not. Yes, I have. Okay, then it's going to put the next stitch line or stitch section to go, but I want to make sure this is right. I want to make sure where I clicked and everything of my lasers correct and everything else. So I'm going to pick a spot on this pattern here that's already been stitched out. It's at like the top of a curve. And I'm going to put my head of my long arm right there, so I know if I were to drop my needle, that's at the very top of that pattern stitch out. Then I'm going to come back over to the machine here, the monitor, and I'm going to zoom in really close and making sure that is exactly what it's doing. It's sitting right at the top of that. So I can just literally click start quilting and we're good to go. So just going to scoot all the way down to here and then start that whole pattern stitch out all the way again. Probably have more of music for this one as it's starting to get chilly in the quilt shop and I need to turn the heater on. So we'll see you at the turn of the next row or when the bobbin runs out. we lost you there. The batteries died, just what happens. So we're at the very end of the third row on this quilt. It has taken just around 3 and a bit hours to do. And let's resume, okay? I do have some leftover fabrics from the layer cake that's going to make up the binding for this project. I'm just gonna butt it up edge to edge together and make a binding that way. So I think it's a nice mix of the fabric all the way around. Just have a little bit left in here, just using Seagull grayish thread. I believe this was one of the ones that Pop picked up. It's a little full in here. I just want to make sure it's not pleating over each other. Just kind of holding it back. I'll just trim all this when I go and put the binding on. Just gonna hold that down here. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate it. The Mom Pop Quilt Shop definitely appreciates it. We're very happy. We just reached 33,000 subscribers. Apparently made everybody laugh on the live stream on the weekend because I said 33 subscribers, and I was really excited. I was very excited for the 33 first subscribers as well. So. But thank you for helping us get along on this journey. We really appreciate it. We're having a good time, and we're glad we are together on this journey. And all the side quests that come along with it. There we go. So you can see how, even though it was a little full, we worked that fullness in without having to have a little pleat or anything anymore. So awesome. Now I am just going to unclip this and show it because it's not very long, and you can definitely see the whole quilt project. So. Oh, I just realized I didn't have the other microphones on. Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I'm a dork. It's okay. All right. I'm new here. All right, lock stitches. Okay, and we're just going to unclamp. Put a little fabric side. This is the fabric I was talking about for the binding. Got some pretty cool. There's only one red left. That was really a blue prominent layer cake. So we've got some of those cute little puppies. We'll definitely get that all trimmed up and making a really neat binding for it. Okay, we've unclamped that end. Let's unclamp this end. Okay. We'll roll this out. And then we'll roll the top out. Oops, or not. Hold on. Then I'll just hold it up so you can see. Here we go. It turned out amazing. Now this was part of our weekend project that we just did on Friday. A layer cake, a charm pack, whatever, recycle, reduce, reuse, whatever you got around that you can get like 4 squares out of the same, and then just keep working. Or you can just do an alternate color of a dark and a light, or mix your colors up. I think it would be beautiful. I've done it in a couple of ways. Thank you very much for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one.